Can you and Coach Mohammad do one? Live battle.
Live battle? I love the way you phrased that. Mo, if you don't want this shared, I'm sorry. I just want to keep something in perspective. Jaden, how old are you?
12.
You like battle, right? You like to see people go to war. Actually, this conversation's come up a lot. I want to see Coach Mohammad compete. I had the privilege of coming up with Coach Mohammad. He was my mentor, high rank. It's like, I don't mean anything by this, but just like your parents go from taking care of your kids to over time, the parents take care, or the kids take care of the parents. We're sort of getting that shift, right? Like his body's just, he doesn't talk about this. No one's ever said this. His body's in a real bad way. Just there's things he can't do, and he would never show it. He would never say it. He would never. Well, you'd never hear him whine about it, about maintain your body. When he talks about supplements and things like that, that's because he's drinking his own Kool-Aid. That's because he's like, there are plenty of people. Mark, perfect example. Mark, you're what, 58? 59. Great example of like that you can do jiu-jitsu well into your twilight years, I guess, for lack of a better term. Coach Mohammad and I will do matches, but just understand that's not a fair example. Like that's not a fair, it's nowhere near comparing a 30-year-old who's practically like a full-time trains and eats and trains like a full-time athlete to almost a 50-year-old. Like this last tournament I went to, and this wasn't the point of this, but I think it's important. Last tournament I went to, a guy in my bracket didn't show, so a 56-year-old ended up taking the match. And like just for him to take the match takes a certain amount of courage, you know, to even do that, like lack of ego and everything like that. So I just want to keep that perspective because make no mistake, Coach Mohammad is one of the baddest dudes you will ever encounter 10 years ago. He still is. He's got physical limitations now that I want everybody to just be mindful of when you're training. Think about how, if you're 18, 19, 23, how worth it is it to fight through that heel hook? How worth it is it to and mainly joint locks. Like if you go out on the mat, I don't care, I'll get you some ice. But like mainly joint locks, like that's permanent damage a lot of times. Like, so just keep that in mind.